Hello students and welcome. Today we are going to be looking at some important and very useful indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are basically used to describe people or to describe things, objects, or to talk about people or to refer to things, objects, or to talk or to refer to places or times when we don't know exactly what are we talking about, or we don't want to specify the person. We don't know, or we don't want to say exactly what person we are talking about or what object we're talking about, etc. So that means we're talking about words like some person, or something, somewhere, etc. Okay. All of those come into different forms. We have something, somebody, somewhere, someone, to talk, to use them in affirmative sentences, and then we have anybody, anything, anywhere, to be used in negative and interrogative sentences, in negative sentences and in questions. So let's start with somebody, someone, anybody, anyone. We use this indefinite pronoun to talk about people. Okay? There's not much difference between the two. We can basically interchange them. We can use somebody and someone, and there's not much of a difference between the two. Okay? So here we have a dialogue that we can use as an example. We have this boy called Tom starting. Does anybody know the answers to the math exercises? And Joe replies, no, I don't think anyone knows. But I need somebody who can explain those exercises to me. Then Joe says, I'm that somebody. I know how to do the exercises. I just don't know if my answers are correct. So, how do we use somebody and someone? These are the ones we use in affirmative sentences. So both somebody and anybody, or someone and anyone, we use it to talk or to write about people when we don't know exactly when we don't know exactly who they are. We are talking about someone, but we don't know exactly who are we talking about, or we don't want to say it. Then, because if we knew it, we can say Pedro, Juan, the man, the girl, but we don't know them, somebody, someone in general. Okay? And we use some in affirmative sentences, like there is someone walking on the park, there is somebody walking in the park. There's no difference between the two. And if we use the somebody or someone as the subject of the sentence, the verb goes in singular. Someone is calling you on the phone, mom. All right? This someone asks for a verb in the third person singular. Now, anybody and anyone, as I have said, we also use them to talk about person when we don't know exactly who they are. But in this case, we use them in negative and interrogative sentences. In negative sentences and in questions. For example, I don't think anyone can pass this video game, or I don't think anybody can pass this video game. It's too hard. Or, in a question, does anybody know Hannah's phone number? Or does anyone know Hannah's phone number? So, here we have the first set of questions. Tell me, please, what's the difference between somebody, someone, and do we use someone to ask questions? You can pause the video if you need to go backwards, have a look at the video again, and reply these two questions. And now we are going to continue with something and anything. All right? So, here we have a dialogue. Do you have anything to do tonight? Then Joe replies, no, I don't have anything to do. I was planning to play video games. And Claire says, maybe we can play together. That's great. I think we should order something to eat. Claire, sure, let's order kebab. So, this something, as you can see, is very similar to someone or somebody, but instead of using it to talk about people, we use it to talk about things. Okay? Things when we don't know exactly what they are. We don't know exactly what things we are talking about, or we don't want to say what we are talking about. We are not saying this pencil, computer, phone, the door, the house. We are some house, something. Okay, in general, we need some, and we use it in affirmative sentences, like in we need something to eat. We are super hungry, and as with someone, if we use it as the subject of a sentence, it calls for a verb in the third person singular. Okay, so something is going on here. Why doesn't anybody speak? And if we use anything, if we use it in a negative sentence, we use it like this. And I haven't bought anything in this shop. It's very expensive. And in questions, is there anything I could do to help you? Okay, and well, here we have the second set of questions. What's the difference between somebody and something? And question 4, can we use anything in an affirmative sentence? Why? Great. So you can pause the video, reply those questions, and then we continue. Now, the last indefinite pronoun that we are going to have a look at right now is somewhere and anywhere. Okay? So, let's read the dialogue. We need somewhere to celebrate New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve means Nochevieja. Claire, it's true. We don't have anywhere to go. It's going to be cold. Tom, is there anywhere we could alquilar, we could rent a space? I don't know anywhere to do that, but you could do a web search. Sure, let's investigate that. Okay, so in this case, this is exactly the same as with the other two, but instead of talking about people or things, this time we're talking about places. Okay? Instead of saying a house, a park, the school, we say somewhere, someplace. We don't know which place. We don't know exactly where, but a place. And we use it in affirmative sentences like I have lost my phone somewhere. If we use it as a subject, that is not so common to use somewhere as a subject of a sentence. It goes in, the verb goes in singular. Somewhere else must be better than here. This place is too boring. So, well, there wouldn't be a difference with the must, but if we use is, it will be the same. It will be singular. And if we use it in negative and interrogative sentences, we use anywhere. I can find my phone anywhere. Or, is there anywhere to buy jelly beans near here? All right. And the final question, question 5, is please write a question and an answer using somewhere and anywhere. So, that's all. Thank you very much, and see you in the next lesson. Bye.